Buenos dias, and welcome to this Friday episode here on Cryptosito. And before I let you go into the weekend, which you deserve to take a few days off, relax and chill and recover from this crazy week, I need to share with you very important updates and news around airdrops in Cosmos. We have a brand new airdrop, the alt airdrop for Celestia TIA stakers that was just announced that you can and have to take action right now. And also I want to share with you very sensitive and important information around Dymension and the DYM airdrop. But before we do that, and by the way, please go ahead and share this video with everybody that you think needs to know about this, needs to hear about this. Your friend, your neighbor, your dog, your grandmother. Starting with looking at the markets, nothing much has happened, to be honest, quite boring. Atom $9.23, Akash $2.88, Archway $17.23. Nothing much has happened. The top winners here, Kudos, Band, and Kaif. DYDX also climbing up a little bit. And STRD $3.86, which is nuts. And that's also actually the first project I want to talk about here. STRD, the STTIA airdrop campaign, which we exclusively here on Cryptosito announced yesterday on this channel. And I said to you in the video yesterday, guys, if you want to ape fast, because there is a daily bucket of STRD tokens that are allocated to be distributed for STTIA holders on the STRD network. And you can see the snapshots on the first day were taken. And you can see the leaderboard here. The top address here got 5,300 STRD tokens on day one. So that's just on one single day. And at a price of around $4, that's almost $20,000 in one single day. There's also a lot of addresses here that got 2,000, 1,000, 800, 600. That's insane amounts of money. And why is that so much for those addresses? Well, because the bucket on the first day has been distributed to only the most active people, only the ones that are subscribed to Cryptosito. Only you guys, you got the alpha, the first ones that knew about this, right? So you guys have been part of this. I'm sure like some of you are here on page one on the leaderboard. So congratulations on that. And I want to remind you that if you want to participate in this campaign where 5 million STRD tokens are allocated to over the next 150 days, you need to make sure that at least until February 5th, you hold your STTIA on the STRD blockchain. If you buy them on Osmosis, if you buy them on some other DEX, please make sure to get them to the STRD chain and hold them there, or just liquefy obviously through STRD directly, and you can do it there. Apparently they will add Osmosis and Neutron to their STTIA airdrop campaign starting on Monday, February 5th. But until then, please hold it on the STRD network. And also here you can see how many STRD tokens are allocated per day. That's really the bucket I'm talking about, right? So yesterday on day one, 50,000 STRD were allocated on a pro rata basis to STTIA holders on the STRD chain. And obviously from here on, I personally think it will only get more. So more people will compete for the same size of the pie. And Li Tang from my team here, Tang is actually the lead researcher here at Cryptosito. Give him a follow also here on Twitter. He said that STTIA is undoubtedly the best play for TIA right now, which I 100% agree. Because first of all, you're still getting the 14% staking APR for TIA, so you don't have to sacrifice that. Second, also, you're most likely eligible for most major airdrops when it comes to the Celestia ecosystem. So I know the STRD team is really working hard to make sure that STTIA is considered for all airdrops for the TIA community. And now with this campaign, you might have actually around 100% or even more on your STRD farming strategy for the next 2 to 5 months. So remember though that this STRD that you're farming on a daily basis is locked up for 6 months. And also I made a quick thread here on STRD and what is important, especially if you're new to Cosmos, navigating with IBC, all these kind of different app chains, everything has their own chain. You need to understand, number one, like I said earlier, to keep your STTIA on the STRD blockchain and not on Osmosis or any other chain, at least until Monday. Second, keep in mind, if you consider unstaking your TIA to basically chase that STRD airdrop farming, you have to wait 21 days. There is a 3-week unbonding period, and you can't cancel that. Once you click on that, you have to wait 21 days, during which you are not earning staking rewards and you're not eligible for airdrops in case snapshots are taken during those 21 days. So really think twice before unstaking your entire TIA load. Maybe if you really want to unstake, at least leave 10, 11, 12 TIA in there so that you're at least not 100% missing out on potential airdrops. And fifth, very important, Celestia as a blockchain, as a network, does not have interchain accounts, ICA, which is a feature that STRD and Persistence and Quicksilver normally are using for their protocol to be able to offer liquid staking in a decentralized way. But Celestia doesn't have that feature implemented, at least for now. There are apparently plans for them to implement that, which means that the current STRD and Milky Way solution relies on a multisig. And you can also track how much STTIA is on the STRD chain right now by going here on Minscan. And you can see on their assets for the STRD chain, STTIA, STRD stake TIA, 620,000. So that's like in day one, already $10 million of TVL that STRD managed to attract through that strategy. And this is just day one, guys, not even 20 hours. So nuts, absolutely nuts. That is a big win, of course. And the STRD team kind of went all in. You know, they really went all in on that strategy. But I think it's going to massively boost their TVL. Also, if you hold other tokens in the Cosmos ecosystem like Atom, Osmos, Stars, Juno, Luna, and so on, keep an eye on that function here, other airdrops, because you might be eligible for other airdrops as well, because STRD has continuous airdrops for all these other tokens ongoing. That's all about STRD. The other airdrop that is time sensitive is the alt airdrop. I have reported on this in true Cito fashion, my duty to report on these airdrops. And here it is. We finally know the criteria. We can also claim it right now. 35 TIA were the eligibility criteria. Snapshot was January 17th, as we also knew from before. And you now only have 14 days to claim that airdrop. There's also a full article here from the alt layer team. And this is also season 1 and only the registration phase. So there are 2 phases. The phase that you have to take action right now is the registration phase, where you put in your wallet, you check eligibility, you connect your Kepler or your Leap wallet, and then you have to provide an Ethereum address. Make sure you don't provide a centralized exchange address. And you have 13 days and 19 hours to claim or to basically register, because there will be a second step in which you then have to claim the airdrop. And you can also change your Ethereum address after you provided one, so you can modify that. Which is not being the case for the Dymension airdrop. So unfortunately, if you gave your centralized exchange address for the Dymension airdrop, then you most likely are not going to get the airdrop. You just gave it away to someone else, to some exchange. That's sad, but yeah, Altlayer is already trading 35 cents, up 2.6%. And yeah, 0.3% of the supply was allocated for the TIA community. I think you should get between 210, I think was the minimum. Which is at the current price, 210 is 75 bucks. And I think the maximum that people would get is 2,500 alt tokens, which is roughly $900 US. So that's a nice airdrop, unexpected, and very grateful for it, of course. Now, the exclusive airdrop alpha that I wanted to share with you, breaking news, is Kinetix Finance. I'm actually an advisor to them. So Kinetix Finance is a perpetual exchange on the Kava chain. We talked a lot about Kava also a couple of months ago when USDT Tether went live on the Kava chain. Kava is one of the oldest and most experienced Cosmos chains there is. And Kinetix is the perps exchange and kind of DeFi powerhouse on Kava. They also have the Into the Cosmos Spaces, which is a general Cosmos ecosystem spaces that is always very, very exciting and interesting, with a lot of guests and builders from the Cosmos ecosystem, and usually very, very well attended. You should definitely join the next one and follow them here on Twitter as well. And they're going to do an airdrop for their KFI token, which is about to go live. And yeah, they allocated, as of right now, and this is not set in stone, but this is something that they've been, sharing with me, is that they're allocating around 3% to the airdrop, to the KFI airdrop. And out of this 3%, they are allocating 25% to stakers of Atom, Osmo, Celestia, Injective, and Polygon. So that means if you're staking any of these tokens, you are most likely going to get the KFI airdrop, and 75% is allocated to active users of the Kinetix exchange. And you can see that's the interface here. There's in total 6,500 users and $702 million in total volumes. And yeah, Kava, like I said, is the chain to which Kinetix is home to. 71 cents. They also passed a proposal recently to get the inflation down to 0, because that was a big issue previously, that Kava had this weird dynamics and inflation basically outpaced the staking APR. But that's fixed now. And yeah, I think Kava is definitely very interesting. If you click on assets here as well, you can also see how much is actually in USDT Tether, 160 million USDT, native Tether USDT on this chain. So that needs to be put to work, you know, and I think Kava itself is a strong token. USDT is a strong token. They have a strong network, strong collaborations, and well-funded. So definitely something to keep an eye on. I want to leave you with news on Dymension. Be very, very careful out there. I think this is probably going to be one of the most fished airdrops out there, because people just want you to click random links and then you have to connect your wallet and you're going to get wiped out with all your life savings and everything that you have on there. So be very, 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 very careful with that. As of my understanding, they are going to launch mainnet on February 6th. So before that, if anybody is claiming to have the link where you have to go on Discord or any other site, triple check that link, because it's most likely scam. Follow @Dymension, but also be aware, I think this is one of the hottest account right now for hackers on their radar to kind of crack the Dymension Twitter account, because in case they would get hacked on their Twitter and post a scam link, which, to be honest, they hacked the SEC Twitter account the day we were expecting, or the day before we were expecting the result on their decision on the SEC, on the Bitcoin ETF, sorry. So it's not crazy to think that this account right now, the Dymension account, is on every hacker's radar. So be very, very careful with that, and double, triple, quadruple check every URL that you're clicking on for airdrops, right? Generally. But yeah, February 6th is the information I got. I have not 100% confirmation from that. So if you know anything more than that, please let me know in the comments, and protect each other as well, right? I want my viewers to be also mutually supportive to each other. Protect each other, share this philosophy that airdrops are, number one, not there to make us rich. And number two, airdrops are also now on every scammer's radar. Be very, very careful with that. But if you are anticipating the DYM airdrop, you're patient, you relax, you experience, you chill, $4 is the price right now where it's trading on Evo exchange. This is a futures price, a futures exchange. So this is not set in stone, but apparently this price in the past for other tokens has been quite accurate to where it actually lands. And $4 would imply a $4 billion market cap, which is where Outlier is also currently at, and Manta, right? And I think you can really compare those. I think DYM actually has even more upside because they have more hype and they don't have that VC network. And I believe VCs will look into this, and yeah, could also lead to a situation like TIA. I don't think that DYM is going to go to $10, $15. To be honest, I don't think that. Of course, if it happens, I would be insanely happy because I got a nice airdrop. You can also add it to your portfolio here on CoinGecko, and 10,197 people already have it on their watch list. That's also an indication, like, people are putting that on their radar, right? And like, centralized exchanges are getting ready to list this thing. It's my guess. I don't know anything, but it's my guess. So that's about it. And I'll leave you with that final thing. Evo actually itself, the Evo platform, has recently teased the Evo token airdrop. It's more like a farming program, and I haven't like read through all the details, but it's just something I wanted to share with you guys. Now, please enjoy your weekend. That's it for today. Shisha Sito episode 3 is something you should be listening to over the weekend. It's a nice in-person interview with none other than Branger, Sir Branger himself, 44 minutes. We talked a lot about Mantis, IBC on Solana, restaking. The vault caps were filled within just a single day. And yeah, now is the question, what's next? The Layer token is going to actually rebrand. We talk a lot about this. We talk about Mantis, about Pika, tokenomics, utility. I'll leave you guys from here. Thank you so much for following, subscribing, sharing this again with everybody you think needs to hear this, your grandmother, your dog, your neighbor, anybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. stay safe, and be good.